Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. I'm doing a special preview. I just need to know if you can hear me out there in tea time land. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I was having a couple of other instances where people were not able to hear me. So I just want to check to see if you can hear me out there in tea time land. If you can hear me, please comment that you hear me, and if you can't, then I know I need to press something so that you can. Can you hear me out there? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh dear, not again. Can you hear me now? I'm just checking to see. So can you hear me, Rasheen? Oh, so that means you did hear me. You can hear me right now. Okay, good. Jasmine, you can hear me on YouTube. Rasheen, can you hear me on Facebook? I know you said you heard the jingle, so I just want to see if you can hear my voice. Because I had an issue with my mics, and I want to make sure everything is solid for tomorrow, so this is a preview. How you doing, Vivian? Good to see you. Rasheen, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me over there in Facebook? I just need to know if you can hear my voice. They can hear me on YouTube. I just need to know if you can hear me on Facebook. Can someone please comment if you can hear my voice? Can you hear me in Facebook? Can you just comment, say, yes, I can hear you? Anyone out there? Can you hear me on Facebook? Christina, can you hear me? I'm just trying to see if anyone could hear me on Facebook. They can hear me on YouTube, but earlier they couldn't hear me on Facebook. So I'm trying to see if you hear me. Do you hear me on Facebook? Awesome. Thank you. That's all I was waiting for. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There go my administrator letting me know she can hear me. Awesome. Okay, so let me try this one more time. I'm trying to do something, prepare for tomorrow. So I'm going to play my jingle one more time, so y'all bear with me, okay? I just want to make sure that I got this thing going. You guys are the best. You know, I got the best tea timers, man. I appreciate y'all like never before. You have no idea. But let me put the jingle on. Okay, sing along with it. Sing along with it. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. You, there I am, there I am. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to Tea Time with Tracey. This is my preview on for tomorrow's segment. I'm so excited and glad that you're here. I'm trying to work and each day I want to perfect myself. Every time I go forward with this, I want to perfect myself. I appreciate you, and you for your assistance to helping me along the way. Yes, it is a catchy tune, and my jingle credit goes to Jarvis Jamar Green. Jarvis Jamar Green, look him up. He is the one who created my jingle, and yes, it is catchy. It's Tea Time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. So, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. So this is a preview. I just want to talk to you. I am super duper 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 excited about tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow I am going to have a marvelous, marvelous segment. It is called Love from My Brothers. I have some magnificent brothers that's going to come on who have been a great inspiration in my life. These men are powerful men, men of wisdom, men who have been through the ranks. They got a lot that they can bring to the table. And so I just want to share with you each one who's going to be coming. I hope you get to hear my voice when I am speaking about them. So let me know, okay? I'm just going to bring them up and then I'll see if what happens there, okay? Let me Okay, no. So that means I understand. Thank you, Montrese, for letting me know. So I understand what happens now. Whenever I'm not on, you're not going to be able to hear the sound. So I was trying to bring up their names and be able to announce them, but that means I will have to be on it for you to hear me speak about them. But the reason why I was having an issue is that the picture that I have of Prophet Kears, when I bring him up, you there's like no, I'm not really blocked. So I was trying to find a way to do it where I can just bring them up and just speak about them, but it's not allowing me to do that. So I'm just going to have to do it the way I'm going to do it. So tomorrow I'll just place them before me. So anyway, let me just do it on tonight. So so tonight we're gonna. I just want to So the seven panelists I have. We have my brother. That's my brother, Jeffrey Pickens. I only have one blood brother, and he is magnificent. This brother, he shows up for everything. He's an on-time guy. When he said his word is love, he mean that thing. And he really show himself. When he says love is an action word, that is my brother. He shows up and he comes through. And I'm excited to have him on with us. Is it possible to have their pictures come up like when the jingle is playing? Hmm. I wonder. I may have to see how that works. Let me see if I put them up there. I wonder. I don't know if that's possible. Because that jingle was made. I don't know how to do that. Or maybe I'll create a clip. I'll create a clip with them. That's what I'm going to do, I think. And, just let their pictures come across before, maybe that's a good idea. I'm going to give that a shot. Maybe I'll give that a shot. I'm so excited about these men. I'm telling you, they're really great guys, and they're going to be a great blessing. Yes, Tanisha. Yes, hello, Paulette. Yes. No, I'm just doing a preview for tomorrow, getting it together. Tomorrow is going to be magnificent. We have the seven panelists. They're confirmed. They're ready. They're ready to come. They're ready to be an assistance to you. They're ready to encourage you and inspire you. And I want you all to make sure that you put it out there, that you be a part of tomorrow at 8 p.m. And also, do know this. Do know this. Please be mindful of the yes. That's it. Please send your cash app. Send your cash app. $10 cash app. I need you all to send it now to $ for tea time. I don't want you to miss the opportunity to win $300 for your family. Many of you, I need as many participants as possible. I want everyone to have an opportunity to win this $300 cash. I'm going to cash app you directly. So please make sure everyone submit your $10 to $ for tea time, and you will have an opportunity to win $300. And it's going to be taking place on tomorrow. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it out the way like right away. So that's my intentions on doing that. But we'll see, because I need the people to really uh, submit their $10. So please get it out there and let them know you don't want to miss this opportunity. Tea Time with Tracey. We're all about family. We're all about unity. We're all about creating unbreakable bonds, being of assistance to one another, helping each other as we go. Yes, you did, Jazz. Yes, you did. Yes, Tanisha. A lot of you have already done it, and I will see it when it comes through. I will hear it when it comes through. But all I'm just saying, just make sure you got to be in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it. You sent it to $ for tea time, Paulette? Let me see. There it is. I just heard it. All righty, that's what I'm talking about. Keep them coming. All right, they're coming through. They're coming through. That's what I'm talking about. Do not miss the opportunity. Yes, Bishop, I got you. Yes, Paulette, I got you. Yes, Shelley, I got you. Yes, yes, yes. This is what it's all about. Listen, I'm doing this in honor of these brothers. Let me explain to you about them. These brothers, that's right, Paula, to purchase a label. All right. I'm doing in honor these men. All of these men are on this panel. They are fathers, they are grandparents, they are husbands. They are awesome. They are great guys, and this can be something that's going to be an assistance to any family. And I'm just doing it in honor. Yes, Carl Frank, God bless you. I'm just doing it in honor of them, because we do have some black men out there who are doing their hardest to be providers, to do the right thing when it comes down to family, and being great supporters and trying to raise their children and just trying to do the best that they can. And I wanted to take the opportunity, because most of the time, Tea Time with Tracey, yes, it was built and founded from the book that I've written, Unbreakable Bond, Ultimate Mother and Daughter Relationship. But it's all, Tea Time is all about relationships on all levels. From relationships with fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, husbands and wives, even with siblings, how parents, grandparents, even when it comes to work. We talk about those things too, about work ethics and the relationships and partnerships. Do you know billion-dollar companies are ruined because our relationships are broken, because they are not bonded properly? And so we have to touch on everything, even when it comes down to work. You have to have a relationship with your coworkers. Sometimes the jobs fall apart because people don't know how to work together, and they don't know that no man is an island, and we need each other. We need each other to assist. No man can do it by himself. One of the great relationships I loved from the Bible was Jonathan and David. David was powerful. Jonathan come from a family of lineage, but they had a great relationship. They were not blood brothers, but they were very good to each other. And that even in the death of Jonathan, David looked after his family. That's what I want you to know, how important relationships are. It's not just about only relationships with marriages, but relationships on all aspects, friendships, co-workers, family. I'm telling you, relationships, even when it comes, you'd be surprised. Even your neighbor. Do you know you need to have a relationship with your neighbor? Because they will be the ones that look after you when you're not even in your home. It is the neighbor that can say, hey, listen, I know that woman. I know that man. They take care of their family. I've seen those things plays a role. So that's what I just wanted to, that's just a little nugget that, how come I'm so strong on relationships. And relationships, we have to understand, God designed that. God designed it, and for us to have that kind of unity. He know that we are better together. It's like I can't see my back, so I got my brother or my sister who got my back. So I can't see what's coming behind me, but if my brother or my sister behind me, they can look out for me. They can be like, hey, Trey, don't do that. And even if the brother or sister in front of me, they could be like, don't go down that path. I went down that road. I see that pit. Don't go there, because they were ahead of me, and there may be something. So, look, like I said, we are better together. That's all. I've been saying that for the whole time I started Tea Time with Tracey, that we are better together. That was always my statement, clue, is that we can't do it by ourselves. We need each other. And that's how we create unbreakable bonds. We need each other. So getting back to the brothers that I'm going to have, I'm just going to let their picture come across the screen. And if there's any particular comment, discussion topic that you would like to hear from the brothers, you can write your comment in now, and I'll make sure that it be addressed on tomorrow. The reason why I'm asking that of you now, because I'm telling you, these brothers are on point. And once we get to going, I may not be able to get your question in, because I've already got questions established. But I would like to have the viewers discussion that they like to hear. Hey, just putting it out there. You never know who have your answer. You never know who's going to be the one that's going to be able to be to assist you. So I want you all, and Carl, don't forget to send your $10 for the Cash App. You want to be a part of it. Your family. I want to be a blessing. Come on, take. It's only $10. Come on, send your $10 in. All right. It's $ for tea time. $ for tea time. Montrese, you can put it up again. Can I get some hearts? Yeah, please, please make sure everyone get a chance to be a part of this. And so I just want to say thank you all for always, since I've been doing this, you guys have been such a blessing, partaking in my endeavor, watching me grow as I go. I'm just want to be a little candid with you all. When I first started this out, I was very nervous. I was afraid to do it. I said, who wants to hear from me? I even told my niece, I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was using my phone. I had old phones, and I just keep progressing. And Pastor Wanza Leftwich, that is my mentor. And she told me, she says, consistency is key. And she gave me something that I hold on to. I always say, I always use, and I always make mention of her because she was the one where when I was in the dumps and feeling like, woe was me, and like, I'm unfinished and like there's nothing, what can I do? Everyone, I'm insignificant. I felt insignificant. I felt like no one wanted to hear from me. And she told me, she says, Tracey, yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Montrese. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I did this, and she said to me, she says, I said, well, who wants to hear from me? And so she says, listen, there's somebody for everyone. There's room for us all, And she says, don't compare yourself to anyone. You do what the Lord put in you to do. And she gave me a scenario. She says, when you go in a supermarket, I don't know if she heard it from someone, but she told me, she said, if you go in a supermarket and you see the bread aisle, there are several different brands of bread in the bread aisle. And she says, and I know there's a lot of different brands. She said, but guess what? There is somebody who wants to purchase each and every one of those breads. There are people who are specifically for that particular brand. And I don't know, but when she told me that, that did something for me. That did something for me. It made me look and say, you know what? There are people that's assigned to me. And there's a work that's just specifically that the Lord wants me to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I'm not going to look to the left or to the right, but I'm going to go spear straight ahead and be focused and know that God has called me to such a time as this. And so, oh, yes. Yes. Okay, I'm going to pin it. See, that's why, yes, I'm going to pin it. Right. And so it's important that we value what the Lord is doing in our lives and that we be obedient and submit and do what we're supposed to do because, we're responsible for that. And there she is. She's here. My mentor is on. And she said, that's right. And my niece, let me tell you, I speak about my niece all the time. I call her Pumpkin. You all know who she is. She's also my administrator. She's my administrator. Cola Roberts, my administrator. And so is Alicia Kears. They've been with me from the whole time I started, from the very beginning, the whole year. And they help me along the way. They're the younger people, and they get to, help me along the way. So the thing is, Montrese was the one who guided me and said, Auntie, why don't you do, thank you. Oh, listen, see, let me tell you something. I'm going to get back to you, Montrese. I got to put this up there. I'm about to cry. She said, you're doing well. Keep going. Yesterday, my bishop told me I was doing well. Today, my mentor is telling me I'm doing well. This is, you want to do what you do, But oh my God. And then my daughter told me the other day that I'm telling you, this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in His sight. And when you have to seize the moment, and you have to trust God and trust your process, and let Him have His way with you, and you just do what you gotta do, and don't knock nobody, don't complain, don't fuss, don't murmur, don't go up, don't do it. That leave that to the Lord. You do what He has told you to do for His ministry, for His leaders, for your family. And I tell you, you made it. You. I talk about peace. Talk about. I'm telling you, I'm in such a. To God be the glory, but to see that my mentor said, "You're doing well. Keep going." My niece says, "I'm glad people see in you what I've seen." You about to make y'all on. What y'all trying to do to me tonight? I was supposed to be doing the preview. I'm just talking because I got the feel of how this is gonna go on tomorrow, and what I just want to bring about the fellas that I'm bringing. But y'all, you don't understand. My niece told me to. What she said. Don't be discouraged by the numbers. I look at Bishop starting in his basement. Despise not the small beginnings. And I don't. I really don't look at the numbers anymore. I don't do that. I did at the very, very beginning. I was a little surprised by some of the people. You do have your mind on who you think will be there, and when you don't see them, you're like, wow, what happened? And then you think about, you would, and then I had to check myself, and I said, okay, God, this has nothing to do with nobody, only with you. And like I said, I'm going to go back to you, Pumpkin. You said to me, Auntie, you always sit down and you talk with me and my Cola, and we have our little tea time. The people wouldn't mind hearing from you. You've been a help. You got a lot of young ladies that listen to you, and da da da. And she was going on. I was like, and then you got your book, and let the people know about your book. This is a way to let the people know about your book. Auntie Wanza tell you, which she did. But sometimes when you, it's also how you see yourself. Remember the story in the Bible when Moses sent the spies out, and they came back and they said, "We see ourselves as grasshoppers." You know, you you stop your own self from the way you see yourself, instead of allowing yourself to see yourself the way God sees you. And He said you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and He has given each and every one of us a gift and a talent. And we have to take what He's given us and use it to the best of our ability. Can I get some hearts? Because I know I did just say something right there. We have to do it to the best of our ability. And I mean, what I do, that I'm constantly, the scriptures constantly come before me from time to time, even when, that's why I don't look at other people's stuff. I mean, I look at it to learn, but not look at it to compare. Those two different ways of looking at people work. You look at their work to help you build yourself, enhance, and get better. You don't look at their stuff to compare yourself to what you're not. You do it to compare, so you know how to get to where you need to get to, especially if they're doing something that you aren't doing just yet. And so I'm constantly. Good, Montrese. I love that. See yourself not in your now, but in your future. Tea time is going to go far. I believe it. Oh, from your lips to God's ears. From your lips to God's ears. But going back to about the comparison and worrying about somebody else, I pulled away from that. I did have it at the very beginning of my shows, and then I was getting nervous because I was looking at, you know, how I saw others and what they're capable, and what I was, and then I thought about when Peter asked Jesus when he was on the shore, and he was like, well, But he said, Jesus said, if you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my lamb. If you love me, he was telling Peter, he asked Peter something 3 times. And then that part was dissolved. And then Peter asking the Lord, after the Lord done told him what he needed him to do, Peter gonna turn around and ask him, well, what about him? Speaking about John. Now the Lord done told you what you need to do. Why are you worrying about what's gonna happen to the next man? I didn't tell you to worry about what he's doing and what I'm doing with him. You just do what I told you to do. Your assignment is tea time. Do tea time and do it well, because somebody's going to log on who's looking to see you, to hear from you, to hear the discussion, to see what is written. I need you to do what I called you to, Tracey. Oh my gosh, Sharon, thank you. Yes, Tracey, this is just the beginning. So I am I'm really excited and grateful to God to even be able to even be here like right now. You all, just the tea times I have that the Lord, you don't understand. You really don't understand. It is a blessing, because the thing is, I want to be a help. I want to help somebody. I want to help somebody. I want to know that my living isn't in vain. I want to know that somebody can walk away and say, you know what? I tuned into her live and I heard Sharon say this, and I heard Jasmine say that, and Montrese and whoever else comes on here, and Tanisha and Jasmine and all whoever comes on here and leave their comment. Somebody, do you know, in the midnight hour, in the wee hours, can I get some hearts? Somebody can have a very hard time, and they'll come across this live, or I even got them on YouTube. I even got them on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel. I want y'all to follow that too. With all the tea time shows, so you don't have to just come to Facebook. You can go to my YouTube channel, and all of my tea times that I did, even from last year, I put them on there, so you can go on there. Only thing is, I have them scattered, like, so you don't have them regular, but you can go. Hey, thank you. Mm. You can get to see the stages and the discussions, and you can see my errors with my phone and getting cut off, and oh, you'll see it. But I'm able to talk about it now because I'm a little more secure, and I feel like, you know what, God, this is your doing, and I know it's marvelous in your sight, and I'm gonna go all the way with it. And if it come down to where it's only one viewer, so then I'm everything to that one viewer. You understand? But I'm gonna make sure that one viewer have the best live discussion that they can ever get. That's what I'm talking about. Montrese says, Bishop thought enough of you to elevate you to an elder in his church. That says a lot. See yourself in that same light. It's only up from here. Wow. Jasmine says, this is your journey, and you are helping people and will continue to help people. I don't know how we got here with this. Sharon said, I was just saying the same thing this morning in my prayer time. Yes, Sharon, she said, that's okay. God still gets, exactly. We got to do what he called us to do. We have no idea. But I just came on for a moment. I've been on for 35 minutes. This is just a preview for tomorrow. But I want y'all to know that there's many things that we're going to do along the way. I have product that I have. Do you know I have my mug? Tea time mug. I want you all to eventually make a purchase and get that mug, because when we're on live, we can have our cup of tea in our tea time mug. And what I want to do is I want to be able to, those who make the purchase, that sometimes I can send you the link and I can bring you on, just so you can just saying hi. I'm glad to be a tea timer. I got my mug. Let's continue to do. That's where my heart is. I don't know. It's something. It's not major to somebody else, but it to me, it's a great thing. And Sharon said, "That's okay." Yeah. So I'm just trying to do this thing. I'm just trying to do this thing here. I'm just trying to do this thing. And so, yeah, please make sure you share on your pages about, if you don't mind, after I come off here, I'm going to put the post up. I had a professional flyer made of the panelists because I figure when you grow and you want to get better as you go, that's what you do. That's what you do. So I wanted, I want to do that. Is that Tracy? Yes. Oh no, this is I'm just talking, Tracy. I'm just talking. This is not the show. It's on tomorrow. I'm just doing a preview, but I was just getting a little full over. But I want to show you all the seven men that I have that's gonna be on here. You're not gonna be able to hear my sound, hear my voice, but I'm gonna speak about each one of them. Well, let me say it and then I'll bring them in. I think that's how I'll do it. Well, the first panelist that I'm going to have on tomorrow, it will be my brother. I'm not saying he's the first one, but I'm just saying out of the seven, my brother Jeffrey. I only have one brother. I was blessed with the Lord blessed me with one brother, and he's just 2 years older than I. But I love him dearly, and he has a heart of gold, and he always say, "Love is love," and he mean that thing. And when he was on, oh, thank you, Tracy. Yes, tomorrow. Yes, please be excited about it. So, my brother Jeffrey, I only have one brother, and he is awesome to me. And his statement is always love is love. That's what he always say. He say love is love, and I'm just super excited. Yeah, please, Sharon, please try to come on. Please try to get on tomorrow, okay? Because it's really going to be great. And so here's my brother. Just want y'all to see him. He is magnificent. He is really a great brother. And then we have our wonderful bishop, Bishop R.T.L. McGinnis II. When I tell you this man of God, I tell you, I thank God for him. He was my brother. We grew up together. He was my brother, dearest friend when we were coming up. They were really close. I mean, they were really, real close. And my brother was the one who said, Trey, you got to come to back to, he said, you got to come to Pastor Archie Church. I said, Pastor Archie, I don't know, no, Archie, I know Archie. He said, no, Trey, no, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. I'm telling you, you got to go to his church. You got to go to his church. You need to be in the church. You need to be there. And I was like, I ain't going to church in no basement of his house. Da, da, da. But anyway, lo and behold, here I am in this ministry 20 something years later under this awesome leadership of this great man right here, Bishop Archie L. McGinnis II. Y'all give me some hearts for him. When I tell you he is magnificent, he is magnificent. And you all want to make sure you tune in and get a chance to hear the words that come out. He's a man packed with wisdom, packed and full of wisdom. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. I just want to get a chance to speak about each one, so that's why I'm doing that. So you see me bring them on, and then I want to speak about them and let you see them by themselves because these guys are really great men. Now, next one I'm going to pull up is going to be I call him our seasoned deacon, or he's such a gentleman. He's a gentleman. His name is Deacon Gregory Wright. When I tell you this man, he's this. I watch him with his wife. This man still, when they talk about chivalry is dead, no, it is not. He opens the door for you. He still puts a jacket on. He is, I'm telling you, he still got that thing that, what we, us ladies look for, and we think that it's dead and gone, but it's not. And not only that, this man had a road that you wouldn't believe that he traveled, and to hear him, the wisdom that come from him, it is amazing. It is amazing. This is the brother Deacon Wright. When I tell you, he is packed with knowledge, packed with wisdom, and I call him the seasoned deacon. He's a gentleman. Let me get some hearts from him as well. I didn't do it for the others. Let's just keep them coming. But I want y'all to be prepared for what you're going to receive on tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. When I tell you these are some great men that are coming forward, they are definitely coming forward, and they are great. Yes, I'm telling you, they are definitely great, and you want to make sure that you're in the building to hear them. When I say the building, meaning being online. I'm just so really thrilled about each and every one of them, and to know that they took the time to consent to be with me. Now, the next person I want to bring before you will be my bestie. I call him my bestie. This is my dearest friend, Lonzo. We was friends from kids as well, but we grew up, and we, down the line. And when I tell you, I mean, this guy, when I tell you, he is like a friend like no other. But I tell you, the darkest of times in my life, this brother was right there. I'm going to put him before you. He was right there. Yes. When I tell you, he prayed for me. There was nothing that he would not do to make sure that me and my daughter was good. And when you have them like that in your life, and his wife and all of them, he was just a real blessing to me in my life. And he's very humble. He's a very quiet, kind of smooth type guy. When I say smooth, like, he's not very in your face and talk over you. He's not he's real simple, but he is packed with wisdom, and he know how to reach the young guy. He know how to reach them. And so I think you will want to hear from him. Yes, so please also, like Montrese is saying, please make sure you post your questions here. And the reason why I'm asking you to post your questions now, because I want to jumpstart it. Like I said, I believe I don't want it to be a long segment. I want it to be as awesome as the last one was. But I know that these brothers here, I love them dearly, and they are so awesome. They really are. And I just don't want to miss the mark when and y'all having the opportunity to hear from each and every one of them. And I think that you all may have some questions that will be like that great for them to bring to the table at the start, because like I said, I have already prepared some questions, but I'm thinking that I want to get the questions from the viewers in advance. So that way I know I have it there, and I can say, well, this is from Tea Time of viewers. These are the questions that I have. These are the questions from the Tea Time viewers. And I let them get a chance to speak to you all about them. So I think that would be important. So let me tell you about the next panelist that I have. This is my brother. I call him, I grew up with him also, Eli. His name is Thomas Eli, but I call him Eli. And he has his production company. He does a lot going. And this guy, let me tell you about him. He is a great guy. He has been, ever since I've been in ministry. I'm going to emphasize that. Since I've been in ministry, anytime, any function that we've had in our ministry, he was that brother where I could say, when they tell you, get it, you got to buy a sell, get a ticket, or, invite this one or invite that one. I knew, if I didn't know nobody else for church, or that would be willing to step out and say, I look out and be there, it was this brother. This brother always made sure, nah, no problem, Trey. What you got going? What, Pastor got what? Okay, I'll get a couple of tickets. All right, I'll show up. That's what I'm talking about. People like that, you want to keep them in your circle. You don't ever want to lose contact or sight of them because they are a blessing to you, and you don't know what the hand of God is doing. So that's what I'm saying. Just to put them up here for a little bit. The next brother I have that I want to bring before you, oh my goodness, is Pastor Ro Freeland. This man, I've watched him grow up, grow in our ministry. He came from another ministry. I remember he came from a Baptist church, and I just remember watching him grow from stage to stage and from level to level. And he's a very faithful young man, and he's diligent in what he does. He is the superintendent of our Sunday school, and Sunday school, I enjoy Sunday school. That I'm not that I never didn't love the word, because I always did. I was a teacher in Sunday school many years, but he makes it it's very relatable. He makes it relatable. He's also reachable, and he makes you have a zeal and desire where you want to stay in the word and continue in the lessons. And so I appreciate him and that part. So let me just put him up. Yeah, and also, he's responsible for a men's group, him and the bishop and Deacon Wright, and I guess all the men in full effect. They do something, it's called Lion Slayer. He has a group on Facebook called Lion Slayers, where all of the men come together, gather together, and they have a place where they can have discussions and be able to air out their issues and help each other. And so, you young men or you older men or gentlemen out there, if you're looking for a group where you can get with some men and hear from God and just talk about life in general, you might want to check out that group that he's a part of. It's called Lion Slayers Group. And now you have, okay, and so also, so the last panelist that I have, that will be with us on tomorrow, is none other than the Prophet Daheem Cares. Prophet Daheem Cares. When I tell you this young man, he's a pastor, he's a prophet. When I tell you he is on point, he is on point. And the beauty about him is that, he's a young man. Matter of fact, make note, we're having a birthday celebration for him on Friday. On Friday. So you make sure, listen, you all want to follow us. He has his church in New Jersey. I'm going to bring him up, but you're not going to be able to, you're going to be able to see me, because the way how it is, I'm trying to do it where he um he is magnificent and on point with his words, and he's very precise. And so we're going to be celebrating him on Friday, but I'm telling you, you want to be online on tomorrow. I don't know what the Lord is going to do, but I'm sure if the Lord puts something in him, and if he sees something, he may say something, and you don't want to miss it, because he moves just like that. And God is amazing, and He's really doing a great work in his life. And so I want to make sure that you all know that He's going to be on. So you want to make sure you let your people know that Prophet Kears is going to be on Tea Time with Tracey. So be sure to be on there. Make sure you tell your people to be on there. Okay, so there you have it. I just wanted to bring that to you all. So, Tea Time with Tracy on tomorrow is going to be magnificent. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be awesome. And I'm glad that you all are going to take the time to participate and be part of it. I'm telling you, it is something to be a force to be reckoned with. And I know that you all have some questions or some things that you would love to see or hear. Ladies, please, gentlemen, whoever, please take the time to write your comments. Please, I'm asking you with everything in me. I want it to be a great session segment time, and I don't want you all to feel slighted that, oh, I gave the comment and you missed it, because what's going to happen, I have 7 powerful men that's going to be on tomorrow, and I don't want your questions or to get lost. I'm gonna do my best, because you know how we do. It's like you give the questions and your opinions, and I like to let your comments be seen and all of that. But there's a lot taking place on tomorrow, and it's gonna be a little different than how I normally do things, because I want you all to hear from them. I want you to hear from them, and also I'm going to be doing the spin wheel, so that you all can win to do the $300 cash giveaway. So please, again, please make sure you all tune in on tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'm excited. We're in for a great treat. And again, thank you for taking the time with me to come in and to hear what I have to say on this preview. But it is going to be magnificent. It really is. It really is. And so, yes, I'm definitely excited about tomorrow. The tea timers are excited about tomorrow, and you all should be excited about it too. And don't forget to send your cash app so that you can be on the spin wheel, because $300, somebody will get it. Even if I only had 2 people, which I have more than that, but if it was just 2 people on here, that's who was going to get it. So what I'm saying to you all, don't miss the opportunity. Submit your $10 to the to the, let me put it up there. Let me put it up there so you can see. Submit your $10. Submit your $10. Where is it? She put it up there and I pinned it, but I didn't put it here. Right. Be sure to make sure that you submit your $10 to, oh, that's just, where's the part where she said, oh, here we go. The drawing is tomorrow. You have to cash at me the $10, and you send it to $4T times $10 to enter. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. You want to make sure you have the chance to win it. You want to make sure you have the chance to win it. And the only way you can do it is you have to enter. You have to submit your $10. And you can enter multiple times. You sent the $10 and put your name, and each time you put it in, that's how many times I'm going to put your name on the spin wheel. If you submit $30, you will be on the spin wheel 3 times. So you'll have 3 chances to win. So, but that's $10, $10, $10. That's what I'm saying. So I want you to make sure that you know that you can submit multiple times. Don't think you only submit one time. You can submit multiple times. But again, it's $300. At the cash, the drawing will be done on tomorrow night. So please try not to make it a mad rush, because if you wait until too late, I may have to, even though you may submit it, guess what? I will send it back to you. I've done it. Ask somebody. I've done it. Because when we get to that time, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So I don't want you to miss it. So I'm asking you all to make sure that you submit your $10 to the number 4 tea time, so you can have the opportunity to win the $300 cash giveaway. So you all have a pleasant night, and thank you again. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining in with Tea Time with Tracy, and you get to see the preview of what is getting ready to take place on tomorrow. It is going to be magnificent, and you don't want to miss it. See you on tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you.
from the heart.